Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. US President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi hold delegation-level talks in New Delhi. Key agreements signed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India and US to enhance their relations to comprehensive global strategic partnership. Commerce ministers of both the countries to start negotiations for a larger trade deal. President Donald Trump says India will buy advanced US weapons worth $3 billion, reaffirms commitment to protect citizens from radical Islamic terrorism. Home Minister Amit Shah chairs a meeting with Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal and Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on the violence in northeast Delhi. High-level Committee on Protecting Indigenous Rights of Assamese People under Clause 6 of Assam Accord submits its report to Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal. Elections for 55 Rajya Sabha seats from 17 states to be held on 26th March. India signed a set of new agreements with the United States, including MOUs on mental health and safety of medical products and an agreement between Indian Oil Corporation and ExxonMobil for export of LNG. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, addressing media in the joint press briefing after the extensive discussion in Hyderabad House today, said that both the countries have decided to take Indo-US ties to comprehensive global partnership level.
हर अहम पहलू पर सकारात्मक विचार की, चाहे वो डिफेंस एंड सिक्योरिटी हो, एनर्जी स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप हो, टेक्नोलॉजी कोऑपरेशन हो, ग्लोबल कनेक्टिविटी हो, ट्रेड रिलेशंस हो या फिर पीपल टू पीपल टाइज। भारत और अमेरिका के बीच बढ़ता रक्षा और सुरक्षा सहयोग हमारी स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप का एक बहुत अहम हिस्सा है।
Purchase of 24 Romeo helicopters was also finalized in the meet. Mr. Modi added that defense cooperation between the two countries is reflective of rising strategic partnership between India and the US. He added that both the countries agreed on new mechanism to contain drug trafficking. The Prime Minister said that both the countries have decided to enhance efforts to hold supporters of terrorism accountable. The Prime Minister asserted that both India and the US have decided to enhance strategic energy partnership. Mr. Modi said that trade ties have been consistently enhancing between the two countries.
पिछले 3 वर्षों में हमारे द्विपक्षीय व्यापार में डबल डिजिट ग्रोथ हुई है और वह ज्यादा संतुलित भी हुआ है। अगर एनर्जी, सिविल एयरक्राफ्ट, डिफेंस और हायर एजुकेशन ले तो पिछले 4-5 सालों में सिर्फ इन 4 सेक्टर्स ने ही भारत अमेरिका के आर्थिक संबंधों में लगभग $70 बिलियन का योगदान किया है।
In the opening remarks earlier, President Trump said that he felt deeply honored by the reception received in Ahmedabad. Prime Minister Modi thanked President Trump for the visit despite his engagements in America. He said both the countries are committed to protect their citizens from terrorism.
Together, the Prime Minister and I are revitalizing the Quad initiative with the United States, India, Australia, and Japan. Since I took office, we have held the first Quad ministerial meeting. I guess you would call it a meeting, but it seems like so much more than that, an expanded cooperation on counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and maritime security to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific.
President Trump said India will buy advanced US weapons. Discussion was held on a wide range of bilateral and regional issues, including trade and investment, defense and security, counter-terrorism, energy security, and the situation in the Indo-Pacific. Sources suggest that bilateral agreements and MOUs in the defense and energy sectors have been signed by both the leaders. Earlier this morning, the US President was given a ceremonial welcome at the forecourts of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. He and First Lady Melania Trump also paid homage to Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat. Mr. Trump is slated to meet President Ramnath Kovind this evening at a banquet hosted by Mr. Kovind in the honor of the visiting dignitary. U.S. First Lady Melania Trump today visited Sarvodaya Vidyalaya in South Moti Bagh, New Delhi. She interacted with students at the Delhi Government School and witnessed various activities conducted as part of the happiness curriculum. Later, speaking to the media, she said she was inspired by the students begin their day by practicing mindfulness.
A short while ago, I visited a classroom and observed its happiness curriculum. It is very inspiring to me that the students here begin each day by participating mindfulness. From mindful breathing, telling a story to a friend, listening to another classmate, or simply connecting with nature, I cannot think of a better way for all of us to start our day.
Melania Trump said in the U.S. she works with children to promote similar ideas of well-being through the Be Best initiative. Students of the school gifted Madhubani paintings made by them to the First Lady. The school was decked up with floral garlands and motifs welcoming the U.S. First Lady. Home Minister Amit Shah today chaired a meeting to discuss the current situation in the national capital after violence erupted in northeast Delhi over the issue of the Citizenship Amendment Act. Delhi's Lieutenant Governor Anil, Chief Minister Arvind, Kejriwal, representatives of different political parties and officials attended the meeting. Briefing the media after the meeting, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal termed the meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah positive. He said it was decided that all parties will take necessary steps to restore peace in Delhi. He said the police are doing their part and the Home Minister has assured that whatever force is needed will be provided. 7 people have lost their lives and several others were injured in the violence in northeast Delhi. Talking to media, JCP Alok Kumar said forces are being deployed at sensitive spots.
अभी तक पुलिसमैन की और 6 सिविलियन की डेथ कंफर्म हुई है और करीब 48 पुलिस वाले और 98 सिविलियंस जो हैं उनके इंजरीज की खबर। कंटिन्यूसली जो है तो फोर्स डिप्लॉय की जा रही है, रात में भी डिप्लॉयड थी। अभी भी हर स्पॉट पे जो सेंसिटिव स्पॉट्स हैं वहाँ पे 1 या 2 DCP विथ 2 या 3 कंपनी फोर्स सेंसिटिविटी के मुताबिक और जो गैदरिंग का साइज है उसके हिसाब से ऑलरेडी डिप्लॉयड किया जा रहा है, वायलेंस को कंटेन कर रहा है।
Meanwhile, police presence has been stepped up at the Gateway of India yesterday night to thwart any attempt by people to gather at the venue to protest against the violence in Delhi. According to Deputy Commissioner of Police Operation Pranay Ashok, police personnel have been deployed in large numbers around the iconic monument located across the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel in South Mumbai and barricades put up at nearby roads to restrict movement of people and vehicles. The Supreme Court today agreed to hear an application filed by former Chief Information Commissioner Wajahat Habibullah and others seeking lodging of FIRs with regard to the recent violence in Delhi over the amended citizenship law. The bench agreed to hear the matter tomorrow. The application was mentioned for urgent listing before a bench of Justices S.K. Kaul and K.M. Joseph. The High-Level Committee on Clause 6 of the Assam Accord has submitted its report to Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal in Guwahati in the presence of his cabinet colleagues. Our correspondent, quoting highly placed sources, reports that the committee, headed by Justice Retired Biplab Kumar Sarma, has recommended measures to protect the interest of the indigenous people of the state. However, the recommendations are yet to be made public. The Assam government will send the report to the Home Ministry for follow-up action. Our correspondent reports that the committee held series of discussions with various groups and individuals before submitting the recommendations. The centre and the Assam government have already assured that steps would be taken to implement Clause 6 of the Assam Accord. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Biennial elections for 55 Rajya Sabha seats from 17 states will be held on the 26th of next month. The Election Commission announced today that these seats are falling vacant in April this year due to the retirement of Rajya Sabha members. Notifications for the biennial elections will be issued on the 6th of March and 13th March is the last date for filing of nominations. scrutiny of nominations will be done on the 16th of March, and the last date for withdrawal of candidatures is 18th March. Counting will be held in the evening on 26th March, an hour after the conclusion of polls. Maximum 7 seats are falling vacant in Maharashtra, followed by 6 seats in Tamil Nadu. The first anniversary of the iconic National War Memorial is being observed today. Earlier in the morning, Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat and veterans from the three services laid wreaths to pay homage to the martyred soldiers. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh in a tweet said this war memorial is a tribute to those soldiers who made supreme sacrifices in the line of duty. He affirmed that India will always remain indebted to their service and sacrifice. The memorial is a fitting tribute to those heroes who sacrificed their lives in the line of duty during various wars and internal security challenges since independence. The monument was dedicated to the nation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the 25th of February last year. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The National War Memorial commemorates the soldiers who made supreme sacrifice during the counter-insurgency operations and peacekeeping missions. More than 25,000 soldiers of the Indian Armed Forces have laid down their lives to defend the country's sovereignty and integrity. For the first time, Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid homage to the soldiers at National War Memorial instead of the Amar Jawan Jyoti on Republic Day this year. The memorial helps in strengthening the sense of high moral values, sacrifice and national pride in the citizens. With Dipendra Bhupendra Singh, AIR News.
Now we move on to our series Ek Bharat Shresht Bharat. In Telangana, encouraged by the enthusiasm among youngsters about knowing the culture and heritage of other parts of the country, Ek Bharat Shresht Bharat clubs have been established in almost all colleges. Mehrjabeen, a B.Ed student from NSR College of Education in Hyderabad, is overwhelmed by the cultural exchanges and knowledge sharing about culture and heritage of other places is having under the activities of the clubs. She participated in a competition held by the ROB Hyderabad and got a prize. She shares her joy over it.
My name is Mehrjabeen. I am from NSR College of Education, BEd first year. So I have written an essay competition on Ek Bharat Shresht Bharat. I got a second prize in that. What I feel is like this competition and these all cultural programs are giving us an opportunity to interact with other paid states. We have paid Telangana is paid with Haryana state, and we are very closely conducting cultural programs. With this initiative of Narendra Modi, we are feeling very happy that we are getting to know other states' opinion, religion and their culture.
India will send a transport aircraft to the coronavirus hit Wuhan on February the 26th to deliver medical supplies and relief material. On the return, it will also bring back more Indians following a clearance from China. As informed by the Ministry of External Affairs, departure of the Indian flight to Wuhan is being planned for February the 26th and the evacuees will arrive on February the 27th. Earlier, the transport aircraft was scheduled to fly on February the 20th to Wuhan, but was awaiting clearance from the Chinese side. Items being supplied are gloves, surgical masks, feeding and infusion pumps and defibrillators based on the requirements as indicated by the Chinese side. On Wall Street yesterday, the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average suffered their biggest one-day percentage losses in 2 years after a surge in COVID-19 cases outside China fanned worries about the global economic impact of a potential pandemic. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. U.S. President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Modi hold delegation-level talks in New Delhi. 3 key agreements signed. Prime Minister Modi says India and U.S. to enhance relations to comprehensive global strategic partnership, commerce ministers of both countries to start negotiations for a larger trade deal. President Trump says India will buy advanced U.S. weapons worth $3 billion, reaffirms commitment to protect citizens from radical Islamic terrorism. Home Minister Amit Shah chairs a meeting with Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil, Baijal and Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on the violence in northeast Delhi. And with that, we end the midday news.